back again with more gist. I know that you're excited to see me because I am excited to see you. Welcome to our review of the I Am Laycon reality TV show brought to you by every NG. My name is Judith, and before we go on to the gist, you know the drill. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share our videos with everybody because we all deserve love, don't we? Thank you so much for joining me on this episode's review, and I have info, I have gist, I have juicy details for you. Now remember that last time when we were talking about the Laycon, Joeboy, the whole situation, you know, their bromance, we were enjoying it, and then this episode has a little bit more about Laycon. Now first off, he decided, what will I do? Let me go and visit my old friend. So if you don't know, Laycon is a graduate of Unilag, so he decided to go to Akoka to see his old friends, which is really cool. You know, he met up with so many people, they were having fun, sitting in the cafeteria, gisting. However, one thing I would note that was really disappointing was the fact that, I mean, we're in the pandemic, why are you hugging and shaking without your masks on? I mean, everybody there should know better. Everybody knows that we are having this whole coronavirus thing. So it was really careless on that part. But anyway, apart from that, that was really fun. He was talking about Princess. He was talking about his friend that gave him a sweet back rub and he fell asleep. I'm like, Laycon, let woman not be the end of you. Let woman not be the end of you. But, you know, after that, there was this really amazing scene that they put after. And I was just like, this is beautiful to see. It might not have been such a big deal to so many people, but looking at it from my end, I'm like, this is such a beautiful thing. And it was when Laycon went to see La Cream. Now, La Cream is someone that Laycon used to get food from before he entered the BB Niger house. Laycon was like a regular customer, right? And this guy, when he saw Laycon, he was so excited. He ran to him, he carried him up. I'm like, that's our president, don't do that, that's disrespectful. But he was super excited, like he jacked Laycon up. He's like, Laycon, now you be this. And according to what they said in the reality TV show, La Cream actually put Laycon's banner outside his stall. And gave free food for everybody that voted for Laycon. So I mean, you can see that this man was really invested in Laycon. And Laycon himself said it. He was like, before I even went into the house, when I was doing music, this guy was a huge supporter of my music. So it was just really beautiful to see. And he promised that he will come back for La Cream. Like, when you appreciate people, look, good things are going to come to you regardless of, you know, how tough life can be. Because this guy went out of his way to do stuff for Laycon. He might not even have been expecting anything in return, but look at him now, and I'm sure something good is coming his way sooner than he expects. Now let's talk about cameo appearances. I was thinking, maybe it's just Lilo that will come, you know, let's just see based on their best friends. But no, we actually had Praise, we had Prince, we had Ozo appear, and it was it was on a pitch. I don't know where these guys planned what they planned, but they were supposed to play ball, and it was like two teams. So one team had the non-BB Niger people, and then the other team had like Laycon, Prince, Praise, and also, like I mentioned, like the BB Niger cool people, not cool people, like celebrity crew. So they were playing, and after that situation, you know, playing the pitch ball, there was an argument. Now, while the beginning of this argument had to do with a source of income, like, you know how it goes now, and I don't know if you noticed in the BB Niger house, Prince is a very, very argumentative person. Like, Prince can sit down and tell you, this is my own point of view, you will swallow it. So he was saying something about making money, and also had like an opposing view, and then next thing we know, both guys were having a go at it, and then there was Prince being Prince, and then we had Ozo being Ozo. It was so funny because the way Ozo was captured, it was just like, what are you doing? What are you saying, Prince? You know Ozo's face now. So Ozo was being Ozo, being him, explaining and all whatnot. But then, let me just put it to them that they didn't announce who won that match. Was it Ozo's crew, as in the BB Niger crew, or was it Yomi and Cody, unpopular people's crew? Because you people cannot use argument and confuse us. We need to know who won that match, right? Okay, moving on from that match situation. This part I'm about to bring is about Yomi. We all know who Yomi is. Yomi is like the owner of the show. It's about Yomi and Alicia. Now, if you don't remember who Alicia is, remember that I told you to take a big pin and put on a situation. I was talking about the interior decor person. So this lady Alicia is apparently Yomi's friend, right? She's Yomi's friend, like he mentioned, he vouched for her. So they were having lunch, something cool, something light, just talking. And then I noticed that when Alicia was introduced, I saw something. Are you seeing what I am seeing? Or was it only me that was seeing what I saw? Apparently, Alicia's surname is Aderoba. Wait, let me balance my chair. Who else is Aderoba? Think. Of course, Lilo is Aderoba. So it just like, I had to put on my thinking hat. I'm like, wait. What's going on here? If Alicia is an Aderoba and Lilo is an Aderoba, could they be sisters? Last cousins? Because I just started adding 2 plus 2 in my head. I'm like, hey, oh, I knew this thing since. They look alike somehow, they talk alike, fresh girls and all whatnot, complexion. So is it possible, actually, let me know if I'm the only person thinking this way, that Alicia is Lilo's sister? And then if she is, we have a couple questions to ask. Yes, there are discrepancies here and there. Now, Alicia is Yomi's bestie, but Laycon doesn't know her. You know? And then if Alicia is related to Lilo, when Lilo appeared in episode 2, when she came in, Yomi said, nice to meet you, like they were meeting for the first time. They're just saying a lot of things are happening, but don't worry, I'll give you the gist on that one when I find out. I'll do my digging. So yeah, after that situation, they were talking, eating, and then next thing, Yomi said he wants to take Alicia to Dubai. I say, excuse me, Ebo, excuse me, sir, excuse me, is it you that want the money? What's the problem? Why are you taking people on trips? Where are you going to? And then Alicia was like, oh, are you serious? And she's like, oh, so why do you want to take me? And then he said, because you're my bestie now. Oh, me too, I have bestie. Who is going to take me to Dubai? Who's finna take me to Dubai? So yeah, he was like, oh, because you're my bestie, that's why I'm going to take you to Dubai. And then they were just going back and forth with the banter. It was really cool, fun. And then we now got to one part. One very funny situation happened. So they were asking themselves, like, okay, it was when he was talking about the food he was eating, and he's like, I beg all these things, everything. They will be putting plenty of rich and shy food for somebody to eat. Give me the rice if you're giving me rice. And then Alicia was laughing, and she's like, how do I even know this guy safe? And then he's like, oh, really? How do we even know ourselves? Simple question. We went to lineages. So Alicia was like, don't worry, we'll tell our grandchildren. Literally, this was how Yomi's face just like, what do you mean, ma? Grandchildren where? Who? What? Yeah, he was actually looking very confused. He's like, And then in his confessionary, he's like, I think she means her grandchildren with her husband and my grandchildren with my wife are separate grandchildren. And like, this is the height of friendzoning. This is the, like, see, this is where friendzoning ended before. Yomi took it off. He took it off. It was really hilarious when he did that whole grandchildren thing. Like, he just denied the babe, like she did not say anything. Yeah? Hey, I reject the spirit of friendzoning in my life. Oh, it's not me that this one will come from. So anyway, remember that in episode 3, there was a hint of Laycon and Vee hitting the studio, doing like making hits, and they've even been tweeting about it before this reality show came up. Laycon has been tweeting about it, Vee has been tweeting about it. Their friends are like, God, if you see or hear what Laycon and Vee has for you guys, mind blowing. So we kind of got an insight on the process, their music process, and what was going to be happening. They went into Phil's studio, they were greeting themselves like gentleman woman, gentleman man, all those things. We're just having fun, catching crews, and they just hit the road immediately, started recording. Believe me, Vee's voice is angelic. Vee is talented. I will tell you that one. She is talented. Laycon on this part, he never kills anything. Like, he's... Look, they are good. Let me just tell you, they are good. You see what they did during their tasks in the house, whenever music was involved, amplify that by 10. That's what they're doing outside. So that was really good. Until somebody decided to spoil the show. Somebody, aka Phil's Mr. Producer. So he was wearing like headsets, and I think he was just vibing to what he was listening to. And next thing, even me, I was shocked. He just started screaming. I'm like, what's going on? Like, he screamed that Laycon was shocked. Laycon literally stood up and was like, what's going on here? What exactly is going on in this studio? Phil, you want us to run for you? But then again, this is like the first time Laycon is working with Phil, so he's probably not used to his creative process. That was why it was really difficult for him. Like, it was a shock at first for him to see that. But they're making music, ready to give us jam, so we cannot wait for that one. But then there's something that happened after that. They kind of had a heart-to-heart talk. That's Laycon and Vee, and you won't even believe it. Look, so many things happen behind the scenes with these celebrities that we don't even know about, because Vee actually contemplated leaving music. As in, when she said it, I'm like, screw, what? Sis, how? How exactly? Like, she was contemplating leaving music. She didn't like, when she was in the house, when like DJs would come on Saturday nights, play her music, she hated the sound. So leaving the house, she was just like, I have to, like, people had their own idea of what they wanted Vee to be, and it was so difficult pleasing everybody. It was so difficult for her. So she was just like, she was torn between leaving music and just maybe doing a full influencer thing and public personality, or doing music. But thankfully, I think someone put her in check, maybe new, and then she continued with the music. And then Laycon gave her like solid advice, told her that, look, this thing is a process. This thing is, it doesn't just happen one day. You can't just up and see yourself on billboards. Like, not even everybody is going to get to the billboards, to be honest. Like, you just have to trust yourself, trust your process. So I think she took that, and then they spoke about Neo. Gave a little bit of information about Neo. She was like, oh, they're going on strong and he's supportive. I'm just like, hey, we go love, oh, we go love. So yeah, that was literally how episode 4 ended. Amazing stuff. I really loved it. I enjoyed it. It was getting more interesting as the episodes went by. And of course, the final episode, the review for that final episode for this month is coming right up. I have DJs for you, packaged, kept, and what? Sealed. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this episode, this episode's review. It was fun as usual. I gave you the gist the best way possible. So do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the videos, share our videos, tell everybody about every NG, because I'm sure you had fun. Did you have fun? So yeah, thank you so much, and until next time, bye.